You Smurfs don't know Smurf about Smurf.
Rihanna is Smurfette.
Get right around the corner. There's a Smurfs movie waiting.
I think I just smurfed my pants.
Influencer Smurf has done Smurfed up.
To nobody's surprise, Smurf sucks.
So, Smurfs.
Mom, I'm a Smurfluencer.
I'm a Smurfluencer.
Influencer.
Smash that subscribe button.
No, I'm a Smurfluencer.
Smash that subscribe button.
Smurf.
I'm
Yeah,
Rihanna,
Smurf.
and I play Smurfette.
I'm a Smurfluencer. I'm a Smurfluencer.
Influencer.
I just smurfed my pants. Smurf blood. I must smurf you up.
Hello, my fellow Smurflings. I bring to you the Smurf Man once again. You like? I'm smurfing on them. Smurfing on them. Woo! Okay. I was planning to put a t-shirt on, but then I had enough to cover my torso, and then I was like, this would be funnier, right? But yeah, except I wasn't able to do my back, so I have to film this video perfectly straightforward like this, and if I go to the other camera, I have to do like... We'll call it the Smurf Shuffle. Sorry, it's a bit of a struggle to get my notes. My phone face unlock isn't working because I'm blue. These gloves are not giving, honestly. I wish I had white gloves. That's more Smurf-like, right? So, apparently, we live in a timeline where Rihanna is Smurfette. And let me tell you, that was not at all on my 2025 bingo card. Even though I've been following the Smurf movie release, promo, rollout, all that kind of stuff, I don't get the Rihanna, you know? But anyways, we are here today to talk about the Smurf movie because it's an absolute nightmare. Like how I look right now. I just smurfed my pants.
I just smurfed my pants.
But first, let's talk about the movie itself. I just watched the movie yesterday and I'm here to give you a full review. So, buckle up, buttercup. I was trying to go for Smurf words, but I'll smurf you up. I just smurfed my pants. Did they manage to capture the real essence of a Smurf? That cinematic blue glow? Or was this another PTSD-filled Avatar lookalike thing? To be honest, the answer is, it's bad. Don't watch it. I'm gonna save you the trouble right now, but let's get into it in more details. I'm gonna give you the plot to the 2025 Smurfs movie quickly without much spoilers. So let's get on with that. So the movie follows the Smurfs, but they're not in a Smurf village, they're in a Smurf forest near the village. But that's besides the point. If you've seen any of the movie marketing, you would have seen the tagline for the movie, which is Rihanna is Smurfette. Rihanna is Smurfette. Rihanna is Smurfette. Rihanna Smurfette. Rihanna is Smurfette. Ah! That was in my mouth. Tastes kind of good, actually. Maybe shooting an entire video in Smurf is not good, but this is a struggle. I did not really think this through before I started doing it. I just kind of got blue, and I was like, Smurf! I'll smurf you up! I just smurfed my pants. As I was saying, Rihanna is Smurfette. So you think that the movie follows Rihanna on her Smurfette journey. Well, you'd be wrong, because the movie actually follows this other Smurf about him finding his powers or whatever. Even though the Smurf power is given to him like 4 minutes in the movie, so yeah, but no spoilers though. So this magical Smurf that's trying to find his power ends up using his magical powers and opening up this multi-dimensional portal because we all asked for the Smurfs extended universe. Why is everybody doing No Way Home, Spider-Man, MCU, universe, multiverse stuff nowadays? Even the Smurfs? Am I in the Smurfverse right now? Is this canon? So anyways, this guy opens up this multi-universe dimensional multiverse portal accidentally, and that's basically the entire movie. It's the gang of Smurfs going about in their multi-dimensional universe multiverse venture thing. They go to the real world, they go into video games, they change art styles. You've seen it 100 times, right? I don't, shouts out, you know, I don't know, all the other movies that have done this before, like Inside Out or Fall Guys. You've seen this formula 100 times, okay? So we end up following Smurf Gang on their multiverse adventure, and then they end up fighting the bad guy and they win, blah, 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 whatever. Again, we said no spoilers. So this is a family movie about the Smurfs that is also a musical and is made primarily for kids, but no kid really knows what Smurfs are because the Smurfs were a thing like in the 80s. Even I don't really think I watched the Smurfs growing up, so. And let me tell you, every single joke in the movie fell flat. And here's the thing, it was actually a musical as well. From what I can see online, a lot of people didn't know it was a musical going into it, but I guess you could have guessed that based on the cast. They had Marshmallow, Rihanna is Smurfette. They had that guy from Carpool Karaoke, I'm blanking out on his name right now, but they could all sing. And honestly, I don't even know who the movie is made for. It claims to be a kid's movie, and it is trying to be a kid's movie, but it's an IP that nobody cares about, and it's also a musical. Do kids like musicals? I guess Disney has a lot of music and stuff, right? Let it go! Let it go! I bet you never would have thought you would have seen a Smurf singing Let It Go. We're moving on. So yeah, in short, don't go watch this movie. It is bad. Like, really bad. And if you watch this movie, I will Smurf you up. I will Smurf you up. I just Smurfed my pants. Now that we got the official movie review out of the way, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of this video. Our first stop is Rihanna is Smurfette. You might be like, why is this guy keep saying Rihanna is Smurfette? We get it, bro. Rihanna is Smurfette is on every single piece of marketing, branding, advertisement, billboards, posters, you name it. If it has Smurfs, it has Rihanna is Smurfette. And this got me thinking, do people even care? I know people care about Rihanna, and Rihanna is obviously a big cultural icon. I get it, I like Rihanna. But do kids nowadays like Rihanna? Or even know who Rihanna is? When was the last time Rihanna put out music? Put the date up here, but it feels like it was like 5-6 years ago at least. But the point is, the target audience for this movie, which is just like kids, 10 years old or whatever, they probably never heard a Rihanna song, let alone know who the fuck Rihanna is. So yeah, I don't really know why Rihanna is Smurfette is important for the kids, but I guess maybe they're trying to target people like myself who might have kids who do care about Rihanna, which I guess is kind of valid, but yeah, I still don't know. They could have honestly gotten Ninja from Fortnite and that would have sold better to the kids, right?
The map is too massive, dude. It's massive. And you know what else is massive?
You know what else is massive? You know what else is massive? You know what else is massive? I just Smurfed my pants. And there's a massive Smurf in there. So marketing aside, let's talk about Rihanna is Smurfette for a second. I'm not trying to flame Rihanna's voice acting skills here, but everyone else who's voice acting as a Smurf is very whimsical, childlike. They are pretending to be a Smurf. However, Rihanna, on the other hand, just sounds like Rihanna. That's it. There's no but, there's no Rihanna and, like, no.
Smurf Village, every day is a party.
It just sounds like adult Rihanna. No whimsy, no Smurf. She kind of sounds like she doesn't really want to be there, to be honest, but we're not gonna get into that. I keep having to stop to wipe the top of my lips because I feel that dripping sweat paint. Now I have like a little green stat. I look so fucking weird, holy shit. Anyways, Rihanna's voice acting skills. I'm gonna give Rihanna's voice acting skills 2 Smurfs out of 10 Smurfs. Could do better, like a lot better. She does, however, bring some music, and that Please Don't Stop the Music song is in there. And there's a Smurf original song, I guess Smurfette original song that's also in there by Rihanna. We all know Rihanna can make bops, I guess, so there's that. In my opinion, paying Rihanna to be in this movie and putting her all front and center, I don't know how much they paid her for the music rights, whatever. But in my humble opinion, I don't think it's worth it to anybody, really. So let's move on. Okay, this is my favorite part. The Smurfluencer Scandal. So earlier this year, the trailer for this movie dropped. And in this trailer, they had this character who was a Smurf influencer. And let me tell you, the internet, including me, memed so hard on that. But here's the kicker, right? So the initial trailers had this Smurf influencer character front and center. He was like, I thought he was honestly gonna be one of the main characters we're gonna follow. However, when I watched the movie last night, he was just nowhere to be found. They deleted the Smurfluencer from the movie. But why? I get that people memed on it, but in my head, that was the best part. It was like the most ironic part of the Smurf movie, having a Smurfluencer. I mean, look at me, I'm a Smurfluencer right now. I assume that due to all the memes and backlash, they took it away, but they should have went full Morbin time. I mean, Smurfin time, and made the ultimate Smurfluencer or something. America's next Smurfluencer. Why remove the Smurfluencer? Why not make a Smurfluencer apology video? Get a ukulele in there, dude. So personally, as someone who has seen the first trailer and then just watched the movie, no reviews, no second trailers, nothing, I kept it spoiler free for myself until I was watching the movie. I was very, and I mean very disappointed when I watched the movie and there was no Smurfluencer. They just made him into Vanity Smurf. Do kids even know what fucking vanity means? I really don't get this movie, man. But next. Holy fuck. It's like evolving, dude. Holy shit. I'm a Smurf! Smurfs up! It's Smurfing time. This leads me into my next point. Was the Smurfs movie a cash grab? Yes. Yes it was. Yes. I don't even know really whose cash they were grabbing, but they definitely just made this and shoved as many things that have worked before in other movies with like what feels like zero sauce. You know, there's no sauce. I thought they were gonna make this like meta internet TikTok brain thingy about Smurfs in the future, but no, it was just Smurf. At this point, this is like the 5th Smurf reboot we've gotten in the last, I don't know, like 7 years, 10 years, something like that. But here's what I think. The Smurfs movie is not a cash grab. It is just one of those like rights things. I suspect that they have to make a movie every however many years or they lose the rights to the Smurfs. And it's another like public IP Mickey Mouse, you know what I'm saying? So what I think is happening here is I think they keep rebooting these movies because whoever owns the rights is like legally obligated to keep the IP alive in some way, shape or form, or they lose it. And that's why I'm all blued like this, because some guy wants to keep the IP. I love my life choices, really. Yeah. I can't find any actual information to back up my theory of this like rights theory to keep the rights, but it is a very well-known thing, and it is one of the reasons why we got so many Spider-Man reboots, for example, because Sony was gonna lose the rights. So yeah, no official info on the rights holder and having to refresh or whatever, but it is a well-known thing, and I'm gonna go with that's the reason why we're smurfing it up, so. Next. Okay, we have to talk about this one. I know I said no spoilers, and this may be a spoiler of some sorts, but we really have to talk about this one. Do you know how Smurfs reproduce? See, when a Papa Smurf and a Mama Smurf get together, and the birds and the bees, and they get, woohoo, Smurfs up! That's how Smurf babies are made. Yippee! Yeah, all jokes aside, they actually get into the biology of Smurfs and how Smurfs are made in this movie, and boy, nobody asked for this. I mean it when I say it. Nobody asked for Smurf biology. Nobody wants to know how the Smurfs and the Smeefs. I don't want to spoil anymore, but just know that there's a whole section in this movie dedicated to Smurf biology and how Smurfs are made. And it's just as disturbing, weird, and awkward as it sounds. There's not even Smurf on Smurf action. That's all I'll say. I'm gonna take a quick moment here to talk about the animation and animation style, and I'm gonna try my best to not sound as big of a hater as I am, but oh boy, was this one of the worst animations I've ever seen, just period. See, normally I don't really like or watch animated movies, so maybe I'm the problem. This felt like early 2010 animation, and not even the good kind. This is just bad. This is like Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network like special type animation, you know, or like they get an hour and a half of some subpar animation for a straight to TV movie. That's honestly the level of animation that I'm vibing from this movie. I don't think my words can do it justice, but it is really bad. And yes, the parts where they switch art styles and go into multiverses are a little more soulful, I guess. Is that the right word? If we're considering the animation throughout the movie to be soulless, then yeah, I guess the parts where they change styles is kind of cool and soulful, but at this point, I've seen that shtick happen so many times that it like doesn't impress me anymore. Like, woohoo, we're in a 2D world. Woohoo, we're in a water-based world. Woohoo, we're in this kind of world. Like, okay, man, good, thanks for being original. So, should you, yes you, watch the Smurfs movie? Absolutely fucking not. Do not watch this movie. It is an absolute waste of time. I went blue, and I am here in front of you to tell you to do not watch the Smurfs movie, okay? Do not. Even if you have kids, even if you are a kid, which you probably shouldn't be here. Get off this channel. This is not kids content. So even if you have kids, even if you are a kid, I still think you should not watch this movie. I talked about the jokes landing flat, right? One of the jokes that I was like baffled that they made. So this isn't really a spoiler, but there goes nothing. So on one of these multiverse portal adventures, they end up going into a video game, which you might be like, wow, that's pretty cool. I have seen that 100 times, but I'm a gamer, right? I mean, I'm a gamer. I love games. I love gaming. But here's the kicker, right? So they go into this game, which is an actual game that came out in the 80s on the NES. It was like a platformer, and it was a Smurfs game. And the joke they go for is, I can't go left. Like, you remember old 2D platformers where you could only go one way, you couldn't go back? Yeah, that's the joke they went for. I'm so confused, dude. I'm so confused. The moral of the story is, this summer, there are so many good blockbusters out there, whether it's Jurassic World or Superman or this or that, and maybe some of these suck. I haven't really watched all of them, but you can watch anything else and it will be better than the Smurfs movie. Do not watch. I was really hoping that the Smurfs movie was gonna be like the Minecraft movie and have like a cultural meme moment, and people are gonna meme the Smurfluencer, and that's why I did my whole Smurfette thing back in February or whatever, whenever I did that. And I'm honestly really sad that it just flopped so hard. Not only did it flop, but it was like straight up poo-poo. I mean, I smurfed my pants. What do you think about the Smurfs movie? Did you watch it? Let me know in the comments below. Did Rihanna slay, or was she in Smurfette witness protection? Thanks for watching my movie review, guys, and make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button for new movie reviews every week. Stay weird, stay Smurfy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace! Smurfs into the Smurfverse! Smurfs, no way known. The Blue Order. A Smurfin', Smurfin' Furious. Too Smurf, too furious. Smurf hard. Smurf sub. Smurfalicious. Smurfin' Luity. Smurfituity. Smurfin' these nuts. I mean, bro, I gotta wipe this a little bit. Hold on. Did I ruin this? Hold on. Oh my god, I look so weird. My sweat is like making blue marks. Wait, I mean, these pants are toast now, right?